Hey guys, welcome yourselves back to another episode of Clash of Clans, and this one I'm going to be showing you the best tips, especially if you're Town Hall 8 and you want to get a 3-star in your war. You can either use Hog Riders or the Dragons, depending upon the base. So I use my first attack with the Dragons and the second attack with the Hog Riders. I'll say the reason why I did it in a second. But before that, I'm gonna show you my attacks in the war, and hope you guys could learn from it. And I also want to show that how you're supposed to attack with dragons or hog riders or anyway. So I didn't remember where did I attack. Wait a minute. What the hell? Wait a minute. I think I need to go to my team, and then I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, I attacked 21 and 22. Let me show you the 21, which was the dragon attack. This base was not that strong at all because low layer defenses, but I didn't have any other options other than the bases over there because other bases were cleared out. Anyway, it doesn't matter how the base is, even if you have the high level air defense, you can do it. I'm just gonna show you guys that how to attack, assuming that this base has a max air defense according to level 8. So, the first thing you need to do is decide where to attack from the top left or top right, or the top or the bottom left, bottom right or the bottom left, or whatever you want, wherever you want. And for example, I attacked from this side, at the left side over there, and because I removed this air defense with the lightning, and then I dropped my balloons over here somewhere so that they could take out this or this one, any one of the air defenses, and the dragon would take care of the one air defenses too, so it would go to good. So let me show you how this is done. First of all, I took 3 balloons and 5 archers because of the builder huts on the outside. We need archers to clear that out. In the previous war, as I had shown you guys, maybe, I'm not sure, in the previous episode or something. I'm not sure about that though, but because of that, if I haven't shown you guys, I don't remember that anyway. And dragons are slow, first of all, and because of that, they might have a hard time taking the left out builder huts over there, so it might be a little bit of a problem at the end. You'll end up with 99% or 98% or whatever according to the percentage. So that's really unlucky if you guys don't have enough troops to take care of that. So that's why I took some archers. And the first thing, the other main thing right here is the king. I'm gonna show you guys how, because you guys might have a wall. What does the king do? But it does do a significant amount of damage. Not damage, what am I saying? We can use as a distraction unit because only a couple of dragons were remaining and we have to save it, especially from this archer tower. I was not sure if it could take my dragons out, but I'm not ready to take the risk. So I was a little bit desperate over there, and as soon as these dragons came into range of this archer tower, I just dropped my king over here so that he could distract this archer tower right there. For a split, not a split second, what am I saying? For about a little while, look at that, the archer tower targeted my dragon. Thankfully, not thankfully, target my high HP dragon. Yeah, that's what thankfully. And it thankfully just got distracted by my king over here, so that's really good. And that's why I was able to wrap up this attack with 3-star. And yeah, that's all about it. Everything right here is just a cleanup, so nothing to worry about. And the dragon with a little bit of health took that tower out, which which was really crucial. The problem with me now is attacking these low bases. No upper base will be remaining. I couldn't attack first as soon as the war starts because it starts at midnight, and I'll be busy whole day until 4:30. And until then, many bases will be taken out, and only kind of low level bases will be left out, and that's unfortunate. And I'm going to show you my second attack, which was on 22. Yeah, this one. And this was with the Hog Riders. And I'm going to show you how many Hog Riders and how many... You need wizards too to take care of the clan castle, and they also are good to clean up at the end. Where'd the base go? Okay. Right here, okay. And this base was not that strong, and that's why I just spammed the Hog Rider. But actually, what you're supposed to do is you need to look for the perfect base, though not every base, because this base didn't have any gaps in between, so that the spring traps should not didn't have any spring traps. Jesus, my English is pretty bad. Didn't have any spring traps, and that's why I chose this base. Didn't have any spring traps, not like that, but not in between the defenses, but maybe on the outside. But that will be kind of a weird traps placement. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that, but as there are no traps in between, it's really good for the Hog Riders, because the spring traps and giant bombs are those who mess up the Hog Rider attack. And also defenses were low and all that shit, but you can attack a maxed out Town Hall 8 base if the base is really similar like this base, or you can say not that high of a suspicious about anything that would mess up your raid. Depends upon your confidence though, and your Hog Rider's placement. And the first thing you need to make sure is they don't split up too much, because heal spell is really crucial. If they split up too much, like 3 groups or more than that, at least 2 groups should be there. That too about a bunch, not about 3 or 4 Hog Riders, and they'll be die like one and after, and then everything will be done so. And the another thing that you need to make sure is they go in a spiral, like anti-clockwise like this, or clockwise like this. But it's not necessary everywhere, but that's really necessary if there are many spring traps, and if you want your Hog Riders to be compact, not spread out everywhere. And that's what is important over here. And like my Hog Riders spread out over here, and these just died. I wasted them. If I would have done this on the maxed out Town Hall 8 base, I probably couldn't do that, because I'm not a skilled Hog Rider player. And that was the you can say disadvantage for me. I need a little bit more skills to do that, and that's why I'm practicing on these low bases. I know how to do that, but I always mess up in the starting, because I always think a little bit about where do I drop these Hog Riders, and sometimes what happens right away, I need to use my heal or whatever, because they just split up and a lot of things just happen for me. You need a little bit of practice if you're using Hog Rider, though. I'm not recommending too much if you're not skilled, and if you're practiced enough and if you have skill, you can use Hog Rider on any base. I'm just saying any Town Hall 8 maxed out base, anywhere. So this was a little bit of a cleanup remaining over there, and that's all about it. I'm just gonna increase the speed of that, and you know what I'm saying. Okay. Alright, that was all about this one. Alright, that's all for this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, click that button down there, the red one, and thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. Peace out.